This is a production of the Must See TV Broadcast Network. Like, share, join. And follow us for all the latest updates. Like what you see, then throw those stars and show your support. And don't be shy, subscribe to the caveman. He won't bite. And if you're watching us right now on YouTube, then you already know what to do. Smash that like and subscribe button. Even one view can prevent one puppy from being shaven. A big fist pump goes to Donna, AI, and Music Mint for the incredible music that is in this episode. All rights belong to Christopher Michael Egerhos, a.k.a. the Caveman. So if he's ready, and if you're ready, then let's kick this show off. Growl, growl.
Lights up on the screen, it's time to see 5 days a week, we're where you wanna be. Exclusive shows and reels, we got the vibe. Tune into the network, hop on Facebook Live. Riding with the stars in our unique groove. Laughter, twists and turns within every move. Must see TV's the place to catch it all. Epic moments, big and small, give us a call. Oh, you know it's must see TV come alive. Every day we light the way on Facebook Live. Catch the magic, hear the roar, feel the beat. Must see TV, the place where worlds meet. Jump right in, the fun's about to start. Bringing shows and stories straight to your heart. With every post and every share, we're free. Gotta get that fix of must see TV. Round and round, don't let this moment fade. Together on this ride, the best we've ever made. Get the popcorn ready, it's your time to shine. Must see TV will keep you feeling fine. Oh, you know it's must see TV come alive. Every day we light the way on Facebook Live. Catch the magic, hear the roar, feel the beat. Must see TV, the place where worlds meet. Oh, you know it's must see TV come alive. Every day we light the way on Facebook Live. Catch the magic, hear the roar, feel the beat. Must see TV, the place where worlds meet. Wooden floors creak under your feet. Neon glow hum steady and sweet. Posters fading on the weathered wall. This is the heartbeat where we hear it all. The LP shop, door swing open wide. Music's pulse pulling you inside. From the heart of rock to country soul, feel the vibe that makes the broken whole.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the show. Welcome to a brand new spanking season of the LB Shop. Season 3, yo. That's right. It was season 3. And here to guide us along on this musical journey is my son, a.k.a. Tyson Brighton. How's it going, son?
Hello, Father. I am very well.
Yeah.
It's going very, very well. It is a beautiful day in
It is.
Oshawa, Ontario
Yeah.
today. It's gorgeous out, and I'm
Go,
enjoying
Sens,
the
go.
sunshine.
Go, Sens, go.
Who?
Go. You suck. Go, Sens, go.
Oh, that team from Ottawa that thinks they can keep up with the Leafs. Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Right. They got lucky the other night.
Oh, luck
Right.
has nothing to do with it. Dude,
They got lucky. Right, I forgot. That's right. Go Leafs, go. Anyways.
Anyway, guys, that will do it for the show tonight. Good night, everyone. No, I'm joking. All right, so this.
Go Habs. Wow, listen to Habs, Sens, and Leafs.
Who would have thought they can all coexist?
Go Habs, go.
Yeah. So, for those of you that don't know how the LP shop works, if you guys are familiar how Encore works, it's basically the music brother to Encore. This year we're doing 5 albums, and in this episode we're taking a look at Def Leppard's
Diamond Star Halo.
Diamond Star
Okay,
Halo. Okay, you do it.
Do you want me to help you out with this?
Yeah, because
All
you're
right.
my co-host.
So,
Yeah.
so for starters, we are doing Def Leppard's Diamond Star Halos. We are also doing Keith Urban's High. And last but not least, for tonight, we are doing Eric Church's Sinners Like Me.
Yeah, and we're if you understand how Encore works, we're basically doing that. So we're taking a look at, we're going to go track by track by track, and we're going to give each track a score, and then after the
Yes.
album is done, we're going to round it all up to a nice 0 out of 100. So let's start
Yes.
with Keith Urban's High, and
Okay?
I'll pass it over to you.
All right. So, High, as its title, H-I-G-H, not to be confused with Hello, Hi, is Keith Urban's first solo album since The Speed of Now Part 1, which was released in 2020. He actually began working on this album in 2022, and at one point it was tentatively titled 615, but he had then scrapped that project. Several of these songs from that album, 615, eventually made their way onto High. This is a 12-track set that he titled after the feeling of euphoria he felt during the creative process, I guess you could say. I mean, he kind of goes on to say that high makes you high. I mean, what makes you high can mean whatever you want it to mean.
Absolutely,
it might be physical,
yeah,
spiritual, herbal, meditative, chemical, or musical, but it's definitely a place of utopia.
Yeah.
The album was released on September 20th, 2024 via Red Hill on Capitol Records, Nashville.
All right.
No, I got a little bit
Okay.
more.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
not
Yeah.
done.
Okay.
We're not done.
Okay.
It was funny. This album features many producers, which kind of seems insane to me.
Yeah.
It kind of comes down to something where many people are getting points on this album. For people that don't know what points are, if you produce an album, you get a percentage of sales and whatnot. So you say you get like 3 points. I don't know what the equivalent of how much money that will be, but
So a point in the movie side of the entertainment industry, I believe
Yeah.
it's equivalent to a percentage. So let's just say if I'm a producer,
that's what I mean.
Yeah.
It's an equivalent of the percentage. So
it's $100,000. I believe it's $100,000. I
Okay,
think.
which
I
means
believe. Yeah.
Which means at the end of the day, everybody is getting a piece of the pie.
Yeah.
Notable producers on this are Dan Huff, who became a famous Nashville producer, but was actually a rock guitarist in the band Giant. And Keith Urban himself gets credit. And the album was recorded in multiple studios. So I would assume this album was done over a long period of time. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of the backstory on High.
All right. And with that, let's go to the. Oh my God, I hate to call this a track, but this Keith Urban's gonna.
See,
feel,
I told you.
Keith Urban is gonna feel some pain here.
12
Yeah.
tracks. 12 tracks. I mean, track 1 is called Blue Sky. And here's all. Okay, go ahead.
You know, it's amazing to me how you get these artists bitching and moaning about now the digital sales, and they don't understand how they got here because of stuff like this. Like, how fucking dare you put this on the album? Like, you're not being cheeky, you're not being clever, you're just being arrogant.
Well, it's about your craft, right? About your art. So,
but you tell me, Keith Urban, what is it about the interlude that you can resonate with Getting High? Like, that's not telling a story. Like Johnny Cash interlude, Before the Man Comes Around, that tells a story. This does not tell anything. Well, it just feels like fluff.
At the end of the day, you would have to ask him why he would do such a thing. I mean, my thoughts on Blue Sky are this: what the heck is that? 12 seconds of pure stupidity. And then I thought to myself, why do artists do this? So it's the same thing you're thinking. I thought the same thing. I'm like, what was the purpose of that? But at the end of the day, it could come down to one simple thing. Maybe in his record deal, it states that he has to put forth with Capitol Records Nashville 12 songs on an album. So he has
just write a song. Just write a song then.
It's not that easy, man. You can't
Well, I know. I know it's not that easy. It's just like write a script in like a day. You can't do it. I realize that.
Well, I mean, he could go to somebody and get a song, I'm sure, but maybe he just said, maybe say an F you to Capitol Records. Who knows, right? You want 12 songs? I just gave you 12 songs. One of them is a song. It's 12 seconds long. Here you go. The album's done.
It just, I get it. But you have to respect the audience, though. You have to respect your fans, and this song doesn't do that. It doesn't do that.
I mean, I don't care if there's 12 songs or 11 songs. Technically, there's only 11 songs on this album.
Right.
So, just acknowledge that Blue Sky is 12-second song on High.
It's just.
I mean, that's all.
It's just a piece of shit. I'm sorry. It is. It's fucking dumb. It's fine. It does not. Dude, viewers and fans are dumb. And this could be. It's
fucking dumb.
It's look. This could be a finger to the label, but what are you saying to your viewers and fans that paid hard money to either get a physical copy or download the entire album?
Yeah, but you gave them. Well, I mean, you gave them 11 songs, so you threw in the 12th song.
But that doesn't fucking matter. That doesn't fucking matter.
As a consumer, I don't really give a shit. It's 11 songs, too many of Keith Urban, so I could care less.
But that doesn't matter, though.
I get what you're saying, but at the end of the day, it's his artistic freedom. He can do whatever the fuck he wants.
He could take that artistic freedom and shove it up his ass. That's what he could do.
That's not very nice. I'm gonna tell Keith Urban you said that. I don't know the man, but I'm gonna message him and say, you know what the caveman said? He
Yeah.
told you to shove
Yeah.
blue sky right up your ass.
Yes! Shove it right up your ass, dude.
That's just not
Get
very
the
nice.
fuck out of here with that. That's not respecting your fans and these artists
hey.
that put this shit in all of these albums. And then they had the gall to complain about physical media. Well, guess what, dum-dum?
Audacity.
Yeah, guess what,
Dum-dum.
dum-dum? This is why
You-
the music industry is going the way it is. Because of shit
the
like
music
this.
The music industry's been fucked for 30 years. Forever.
Because of shit
really.
like this. I mean, it's just artistic freedom, dude. Give me a fucking break. Give me a fucking break. This is a 0. This gets a 0. I'm
tell me
not
how
giving
you
this
really
a
feel.
score. I'm not giving this a fucking score. I'm closing the curtain and walking away. I'm not even acknowledging the track.
You know what? I'm giving it a fucking 10 now just because it's going to piss you off.
Let's move on. Let's move on to track technically 2.
I give it a 10. It's getting a 10.
No, it's not. I know you. No, it's not.
No, it's a complete fucking 0.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on.
Yeah.
Moving right along. Moving right along, boys and girls. Okay, track 2, Straight Line. What can you say? What do you say about this one?
It's not a great start.
Pardon?
It's not a great start.
Oh, I disagree.
Okay.
I mean, I love that guitar intro.
Yeah.
It says
That's fair.
It says Keith Urban to me in so many ways. It's got, to me, it's almost got a rock element to it. It's real. It's
He's a
not
good
pretentious.
guitarist too. He's very underrated.
Oh, he's very well. I don't know. I think in guitar circles, he's very respected.
Yeah.
because he's a great player.
Yeah.
It isn't pretentious country music to me, and it just says to me he is the real deal. The song to me is perfect. It does sound a little like a couple of his other songs,
Yes.
but it's still catchy.
Yes.
It makes me want to. I would listen to this song again.
Okay.
I dug it. I thought it was cool.
That's fair. I mean, I just like after the interlude, I just saw red. I saw red. So maybe I need to
Wow.
listen to this song a couple more times.
Yeah,
Like
I think
2
you
more
should give
times.
this song a little bit more of a
All right.
chance. But
All
I mean,
right.
you're gonna grade it now without listening to it again. But that's okay.
So what would you
Maybe-
give this song?
I will give it an 8.5.
I give it a 6.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's not horrible.
No, we're not off. We're
I
not
mean-
off that. All right.
No.
Let's
No, it's
yeah.
not a 10.
No, it's not a 10 for sure.
Okay.
Let's
All right, well,
move to the second song.
The third song. Really.
Yeah,
Third
technically third.
track 3.
Yeah.
But if you were listening to a CD, you would pop it in and it would say track 3 on it.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, so this is a track that isn't for me.
Yeah,
I-
I agree.
I-
I agree.
I hate the vocal phrasing. It's really cheesy. I hate the fucking drum machine.
Yeah.
It's awful.
Yeah.
This is more new country to me. The acoustic guitar is well done. Other than that, this track is something I prefer to never, ever hear again.
Yeah, it's forgettable. It's completely forgettable.
There is a pleasantry to the chorus. It is catchy, but what ruins it for me is the overall production. I think had they not used new production and
Yeah.
new
It's too
series of
polished.
doing music, it's
too
too polished. It
yeah.
just, yeah, it's not, to me, it's not Keith Urban. It's not what I've come to expect from Keith Urban. He's a musician to me, and for him to put a fucking drum machine on it
Yeah,
just drives me crazy.
I agree. I agree. It doesn't sound like Keith Urban at all. It sounds like he got
No.
handed this.
It got sound like he was forced to do this track.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and I mean, that's all I'm gonna say. It's
Yeah.
just a sigh. It's just a really.
Yeah, it's painful. It really is like, and you know, like you said, like this project went on for a while before it got released. It's not like he didn't have time to write music. He had a lot of time.
No, he did, and I mean, I'm curious to hear the backstory on this song.
Yeah.
To see where it came from. It doesn't feel like it's him.
Yeah.
I mean, Taylor Swift can get away with going from country and turning pop and using a drum machine.
Yeah.
It just, to me, it doesn't work for him. He's too credible of a musician.
Yeah.
To me, to pull this shit off.
Yeah. It's not like he's a bad musician. No, he's a fucking awesome musician, dude.
He's a brilliant musician.
Yeah.
No, he's brilliant. His music is brilliant. He is, to me, he's the Bon Jovi of country.
Oh, that's high praise. Yeah, I would agree. I would agree with that.
He totally is. He's totally puts on a great show. He's a great performer. He's a good singer. He's a great guitar player. He's a great musician overall. Usually the songs that he puts out are solid. Like, just going from the second track, I guess you call it, to the third track, it makes no sense to me.
Yeah.
Already, I am lost on this album because to me it doesn't. It's jumping between different sounds.
Yeah.
Different, you know.
For
So,
sure. I
anyways.
agree. I agree. What would you give it?
I'll give it a 1.
Yeah, I'm right there. I'm right there. It's a 1. So now let's go to Death Leppard.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm a huge Def Leppard
Yeah.
fan. So, okay. So Diamond Star Halos. It's the 12th studio album by Def Leppard. It was released May 27th, 2022 through Bludgeon Rifola Records, which is actually their label that they started way back when, going back all the way to 1979, distributed through Mercury Records. So it's kind of like their label put out through Mercury. It's the first album they have done in nearly 7 years since the 2015 self-titled album. It was produced by Def Leppard and Ronan McHugh. Ultimate Classic Rock placed this album at 13th on their top 30 best rock records of 2022. Which, you know, that's not bad,
Yeah.
I guess.
That's pretty good.
I didn't know they still did best rock records of any year because nobody gives a shit about rock records anymore.
Right. It's,
unfortunately.
Yeah. Unfortunately, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
there's no credibility in that anymore. It's like, who cares kind of thing, you know? It's not like, oh, I went number 1 on Billboard and sold 2 million copies in the first 2 months. That doesn't matter anymore, and that's, to me, that's very
CDs
unfortunate.
are starting to come back in a big bad way. Like a
CDs
little bit.
are?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, CDs don't need to come back. I mean, the vinyl product is where it's at, so the CDs, whatever. It's okay. That's all right. I actually have this album on vinyl, but I've never played it. I've never opened it. I bought it over a year ago, and I have not played it.
All right. Good to know.
Yeah. So, going to the first track, Take What You Want.
This is a different
love
song. This is a very different song.
It is. I mean, what I'm going to say about it is I love that intro.
Oh yeah.
But it
for
actually reminds me of the opening of Rock Rock Till You Drop from Pyromania. So they're still using that formula of doing a great build-up going into a record. I kind of wonder at times, did they calculate it like that? Were they kind of thinking, hey, remember we did Rock Rock Till You Drop, and how it came in like that slowly, it built into the song, which I thought was cool. Of course, vocalist Joe Elliott still sounds the same. He still sounds fantastic. He hasn't really lost a step. There's not a lot of change in his voice. He still sounds pretty much the same as he did in
Yeah,
1987. The guitar melodies are there, which are amazing.
Oh yeah, for
The
sure.
chorus is infectious. There's a sweetness to certain parts of this
Yes,
track.
I agree. Yes.
It has that very melodic sense that was brought forth by a lot of the 70s glam bands. That's what I find with Def Leppard now is their music, they use a lot of their influences of bands that they grew up listening to, like Sweet and T-Rex and some Queen stuff, and they use the layerings that they've always used in their music a little bit differently, which I think it's amazing because it's the Def Leppard sound with another element added to it.
Yeah, I agree.
Which I love. And of course the guitar solo is stellar. From being a fan of guitarist Vivian Campbell, I feel like that is his playing.
Yes.
For anybody that knows the difference between Phil Collin and Vivian Campbell, Vivian's got more of a bottom end when he plays. Phil likes to do really fast, tripleted. He always does like one little triplet thing at the end, it's really, really quick. Vivian does a really nice run in this solo, which if you've probably never heard the song by the band The River Dogs. Vivian's in The River Dogs. He's a guitarist in that band as well, and he does a solo that's very reminiscent of that solo in this song. It's the same type of run. So when I heard that, I'm like, that's definitely Vivian Campbell. By that tone, he uses a Les Paul, so he's got more of a beefier end on his guitar than Phil Collin does. So I'm pretty sure that's Vivian Campbell. I'd be willing to bet that that's him. He's just got a different style. And I have a lot of respect for both guitar players. I think they're both phenomenal, but Vivian comes out on top for me a little bit more.
Okay. I echo everything you've said. I like the song. I think the song is pretty killer. It is a great opening to an album. And I really can't add any more. So what would you give this song?
I'm going to give it a 9.5.
I give it an 8.5.
Nice.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So we're not
Okay.
again, we're not far apart.
No, we're agreeing a little bit too much here tonight.
Yeah, for sure. All right, let's go to the second album, Kicks.
The second track.
Yeah,
the
second track.
Second track.
Yeah, second
which is
track.
Kick.
Kick.
So
Yeah.
the question I have in listening to this song, is it 1989 all over again?
I love this song. I think
I
this
do
song
too.
kicks.
Exactly. That's what my notes say. This one really does kick.
Yeah.
Immediately, this track captures your attention. Def Leppard has such a knack for writing the best ear candy on the planet.
Oh yeah. Oh, for sure.
The huge choruses with killer background vocals that you immediately want to sing along to. I mean, as I alluded to before, as a young kid, Def Leppard has always appealed to me.
Yeah.
They had something that most bands don't possess. They make music fun for the listeners.
For sure.
It's not boring or pretentious. It's
They
full of
respect
life.
the audience, and they respect the
Exactly.
fans. If you ever go to a Def Leppard concert, dude, they put on a show.
They do, and every song rocks, and you leave going, wow. Because they are amazing live, and they sing their own backgrounds, because they have 4 guys in the band that can sing. They play their instruments. They don't use backing tracks. And for a band like Def Leppard, whose albums are so overproduced, I mean, they are overproduced because they sound amazing. They do duplicate it live.
Yeah.
And that to me is unreal.
Yeah, for sure.
And I will go out on a limb, and I will say this. I've seen Def Leppard many times. They are the best live band I have ever seen.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen it. I've seen them. I had the pleasure of having live feeds in their show, and it looks like it's so fun, man. It looks so fun.
It is, and I mean, Men love it and girls love it.
Oh,
you know
yeah.
what I mean? Like they're just one of those bands that they bring it every night.
They have
And I
so
will
many
say this-
penny droppers. They have so many
Oh.
penny droppers, dude.
I mean, it's a competition between them and Bon Jovi.
Yeah.
You know, like, let's be honest. So
Yeah.
this song exemplifies everything I want to hear in a song.
Yeah.
And then I mentioned Vivian Campbell. This is those really fast triplets that I was discussing, the hammer-ons that go really fast and you pick it really fast. That Phil Collins does that in this solo. So you know immediately. I knew immediately. I'm like, here it comes. This is him. So it's
Doesn't
kind of
he?
a dead.
Didn't he do a run of custom guitars? Phil Collins.
Yeah, he's got some he's got some Jacksons that are
Yeah.
that have his name on. They go for. I was looking at those actually. I was thinking of buying one, but they're just over $4,000.
Yeah.
And that was about 3 or 4 years ago. I had thought about getting one. My main guitar that I use on a regular basis is a Jackson, but it's an Adrian Smith who plays in Iron Maiden. And I'm not a huge Iron Maiden fan, but I love this guitar because of the versatility and how much I can do with it. And it's my main road guitar when I'm playing. When I'm doing Bon Jovi, because for the listeners that don't know, I play Bon Jovi. I'm in a Bon Jovi tribute band. So, anyways, Phil does, yes. To answer your question, yes, he does have a line of guitars.
What would you give this song?
It gets a 10.
Yeah. I was gonna say 9.8, but I'm like, yeah, no, I know this is a 10. This is a solid. You know what? I'm not even gonna give it a 10. I'm gonna raise the curtain and give this song a standing ovation.
Okay, it gets a standing O.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Let's go on.
Track 3.
To from the highest of highs to I think the lowest of lows. The next track.
Oh, I love this song.
Oh, I hate this song so much.
Oh, okay. Fire it up.
Fire it up. It gets repeated over and over and over again. It's like
Well, those repeated choruses stick in your head. They're like, that's ear candy again.
oh
That's
no,
a-
it's not.
that's-
Oh
that's
no,
what they
it's
call-
not. It's
That's what they call an earworm.
it's so
an
annoying.
earworm.
No, it's not. It's like I like the musicianship and the guitar work and all but the lyrical content. It's just so garbage.
You think Pour Some Sugar on Me was
Oh, dude, just shut up. That's fucking amazing.
was that genius?
Dude,
Love
yes!
Like a bomb.
Yes!
Baby, come and get it on.
Like,
think about those
red
lyrics.
up
Pour
song.
Pour some sugar
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
You know,
Oh,
like,
dude,
think
fuck,
about
that fucking rocks, dude. That fucking
It does,
kicks
but it's-
ass,
but
dude.
it's-
You know how many? Your father, you got born in the middle of that song. You know, I had your mother. I had Courtney Cox in bed, and she was like
Too
bending.
much info,
She was bending so much. I was hot. I was sweaty. That was so good.
Anyways, so I love this song. And
Okay.
it has that same type of vocal phrasing as
No.
Pour Some Sugar on Me.
No.
Yes, it does.
No, it
It's
doesn't.
the-
No.
talking-
Get out of here. Get the fuck out of
It is.
here.
It's
No,
almost-
it's not. No, not
it's
even
that
close.
almost-
Oh, you're.
It's that fast,
Oh, no.
almost spoken lyric that captures your attention.
You're on
With
drugs.
that said, it is nothing like Pour Some Sugar on Me. But it's still Def Leppard at their best.
No, it's not. No.
This is a
No.
song that the fans love.
Well, I don't.
It's beautiful ear candy.
No, it's not. It's absolutely not.
So what I will say is there's no need for this band to ever change their formula. And it works, and they still sell out arenas.
Well, I didn't say like don't change it. I just say I don't like the song.
So all you kids listening out there, for all you future rock stars, you must take notice of this band. if you're wanting to learn how to be a songwriter, don't be listening to Bruce Springsteen or Bob Dylan.
Yeah.
They're great writers, but they're not rock stars.
Agree.
You know, like Springsteen was a rock star during Born in the USA. He kind of had to sell out to, you know.
Yeah.
But to be a stage rock star like Motley Crue, Def Leppard, Poison, Van Halen, Whitesnake, etc., these are what people truly want to rock out to.
Yes.
And I would highly suggest learning from these bands, because if we don't, and we don't have these bands anymore, these guys are not going to be around forever. Someone needs to friggin' carry the torch on to keep people's interest and keep people rocking at concerts, or it's just going to die.
Yeah.
We need more bands like this. I mean, country music has kind of carried on with that too, but not everybody loves fucking annoying country music and wants to go watch it. Like
Right.
myself. It's not the same to me. I mean, you know what? You can't fool me with putting a fiddle or a banjo on a rock song.
Yeah.
I'm not fooled by that. You know what I mean? And putting a dude singer up there with marbles in his mouth. Like, it just doesn't work for me. So anyways, what are you going to give this song, Caveman?
I give it a 4.
Wow. I'm giving it a 9.5.
You're on drugs. All right, so let's move on now.
I gotta fire it up.
Yeah. Oh, you son of a bitch. Okay, let's move on to Eric Church, Sinners Like Me, and take it away.
All right, Sinners Like Me is actually Eric Church's debut album.
Yeah.
It was released on July 18th through Capitol Records Nashville yet again. And it was produced by Jay Joyce. This album did fairly well for him, did it not?
Oh yeah, it did. It launched his like this is like oh, it's the modern incarnation of Willie Nelson. And now hindsight, it's a little ridiculous. In hindsight, now we know what we know of Eric Church, but when
I don't know anything about Eric Church. I know who he is and I've heard of him, but
Yeah.
I don't know anything about the man or his values.
Yeah.
Or, you know, so maybe I'm better off to leave it that way.
So continue.
Okay, so track 1, Before She Does.
No, are you going to go to the biography on this album? There's no bio?
That's all I did. That's
Oh.
all I've got. That
was
was
quick.
it. I mean, well, there isn't a lot to really say about it. Like I looked it up, and I don't want to mention what were the hit songs and
Yeah.
whatnot.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
right.
all I got on it.
Let's talk about the first track then.
Okay, Before She Does.
Okay, checklist. American values, check. Religious content, check. A stereotypical country song that has all that kind of stuff. Check.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, it's
I like this song a lot.
Oh, you are on so many drugs right now.
Really?
Oh, you are on so many drugs. Yeah, I thought this song was pretty bad.
I thought it was. I mean, immediately I was hooked. I thought the guitar intro was great. I like the softness of the acoustic guitar in the verse with the vocal phrasing over top of it, just kind of chugging on that guitar. It's very subtle. It went from this high of this beginning of the song into this vocal that I thought it was good. I mean, lyrically, it's got a great feel. The build-up's nice. I kind of thought, what a great way to introduce a new artist. Kind of hit the listener in the face. It's catchy. It has all the things you expect in a fast-moving country song. I would love to hear this one live, actually.
Oh man,
It's simple and to the point.
It's stereotypical country song. It's just everything. Oh, what do we need? We need American Pie, We need reference to American food. We need the Bible. Let's throw that in there. It's just it's so bad.
Where is he from?
I know, but it's just like I swap him out with any other country artist, and it would sound the same.
Okay, yeah, you're probably right. You're probably absolutely right. But this is coming from a guy who doesn't listen to country music.
Okay.
And a lot of it, I think, is complete shit and garbage. This actually stood out to me.
Okay.
I can actually see why this album propelled him to what he has become. Because it has a value in it that appeals to an audience.
You know what I think it is? Also, I think it's hindsight.
What's that?
It's hindsight, right? So,
Right.
For those of you that don't know, so Eric Church was doing a lot of interviews at the time after making the tour press, right? And he was talking about values and what he upholds in country music and what he can't stand for people that sell out, like, the band Perry, which they often do. Okay, and we're probably never going to cover their albums because their albums are not great. They have sold out. They have sold out so many times, and that's what he's referring to. He did an closed session concert where he got interviewed and talked about like the band Perry and where he came from, and he doesn't intend to be like that person. Years after that, he made his way on a song with Luke Bryan. And by him doing that, lost all credibility.
Because he did a song with Luke Bryan?
Yeah. He lost all credibility.
Why?
Because he said he would never sell out he would never appear on a song with quote unquote people that sell out, like the band Perry. He went on this big tirade of pop country and how he thought it was you can't just ignore what the man said. Like you can't
why people are allowed to change, and you're allowed to have different views. And at the end of the day, if someone throws some money at you, you're going to consider it. Or your manager's telling, you know what, this is a good move for your career because, you know what, things on the last album may not have gone as well as we thought they would have. So this might be a good move.
It may be. That may be what happened.
There's a lot of variables that go into those things.
But the fans don't forget, though. Like the viewers, the fans, the listeners never forgot.
Who cares?
Did not.
But why? Who cares? Why do the fans care so much? Why? Because you did a song with Luke. Who cares? Don't listen to it if you don't like it. It's at the end of the day, it's his musical integrity and what he believes.
You can't take a stance.
But
you can't make a stance like that and just months later or years later do something else. If you wanted,
sure you can.
If you want, no, listen, you can do that. You absolutely can. You absolutely, yeah. I'm fucking agreeing with you. Absolutely, absolutely, you can do that. But taking the stance as hard as he did, okay, gave him no wiggle room. Gave him no wiggle room. And you can say, yeah, who the fuck cares about the fans and viewers and listeners? But he created that fan base of his. Like, that's not the viewer's fault for remembering shit like that.
Yeah, but you're putting, you know what? At the end of the day, this is where the human population and the listeners, okay, you're fans of his, but you don't make his decisions.
No,
and you're
absolutely.
Absolutely. You're not in his life.
Absolutely.
You're not in his life. You know what? He made a comment. Maybe he feels like
a ton of comments. Not one comment. A ton of comments.
You know
If-
what? Like my
if he
dad,
just-
my dad used to be like that. You know what? My dad held a grudge against Garth Brooks for years and years because he broke a guitar on stage. Like, it was like, I'm like,
But that's
so?
different. That's different.
No, it's not.
It is different.
It is. It's, you know what? You either like the artist or you don't like the artist. You don't care about, like, I don't care what they have to say. At the end of the day, for me, it's about, is their music good? Is it listenable? Can I listen to it? I don't care what they say. Because you know what? People change and people say things that they don't necessarily mean.
Well,
How
then
many
don't
times have you
fucking
said
say
something?
it. Don't fucking say anything.
Yeah, but sometimes when it's in the media, you can't take
Oh,
it back
fuck off,
because
dude.
it's
Like,
out there.
seriously.
It's out there. Well, I'm telling you, man. Like, so what? So you're basing the fact that you don't like this song on the fact that he sold out and did a song with Luke Bryan. So now your whole basis of how you're going to review this album is
No,
based
I'm not
on that.
saying that at all. I'm not saying. I'm just saying with hindsight. With hindsight.
All right. Okay. So what are you going to give it?
I'm going to give it a 4.
Okay. I'm giving it an 8.
All right. Okay.
All right. Well,
What?
I mean,
you guys
this is-
fight worse than women. Jeez.
It's for the
I don't know what to say to
Yeah,
that. I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah.
You might. I mean, I'm not going to say anything derogatory towards any women, but it is what it is. Okay, track 2, Sinners Like
That's
Me.
why you have. That's why you have PR, dude. Like that's why you have PR. I'm not saying like I'm not. I'm saying with hindsight. With hindsight, I listened to that song with Luke Bryan, and I sighed a
Yeah.
little bit inside. I sighed.
Well, it is a slap in the face. I understand that. But at the end of the day, we don't know what goes on behind the scenes. We don't. Sometimes your career isn't going as well as it looks. And you have to make a decision that maybe management's telling you, you know what, we have this offer on the table. They want us to do a song with Luke Bryan.
Your actions
and he
have
probably-
consequences. Are you saying your actions
What?
don't have consequences?
Hey.
Are
Bon
you
Jovi
saying
did a
that?
song-
Wait, whoa. Are you saying your actions don't have consequences?
At the end of the day,
Are
who
you
cares?
saying,
It's just a me-
hold on. Are you saying, listen, are you saying your actions do not have any consequences?
Not when it's a stupid comment made by a singer.
It was more than a
does.
stupid fucking comment, dude. He preached
well,
it
how
on
he
the
felt at
top
the
of the
time.
mountain.
But what I was going to say is this. He probably hemmed and hawed about it, and he probably had some sleepless nights having to do it after knowing what he had said. But for the sake of his own career, he probably was forced into it. I can't say for sure, but if what you're telling me is true, that he made all these comments about being a sellout, and then all of a sudden he does, I have a good feeling that he was persuaded to do something he didn't want to do for the sake of his own career.
Well, guess what? That's his fault.
Because,
And he has to live with
well,
that.
yeah,
But I just that
but-
does not mean I don't. I can't a little
Okay.
bit sigh inside.
okay, so did the song go to number 1?
I have no idea.
I mean, if it went to number 1, then you can totally live with that. That's a decision that you made that went to number 1. And as an artist, to feed
Right.
your family or to live
No,
your life, to live.
I'm not saying that doing that was bad. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying your actions always have consequences. Okay?
Okay, well,
That's
I mean,
what I'm
but
saying.
At the end of the day, John Lennon compared the Beatles to God. Do you know what happened there? Everybody burned their records. People forgot about it after a while. People still talk about it, but do we still talk about the Beatles as one of the greatest bands ever? Yes, we do. So,
So that's okay. You're saying people should ignore what he said. Okay. All right. Okay.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying as time passes, people forget about things.
All right.
And maybe you don't, but I'm sure a lot of people have until we brought it up.
But that's on them. That's on them. That's not like. So that's on them.
I mean, I respect your integrity. I think it's amazing that you know, like you're adamant about this. I think that's very commendable.
Okay. All right. Let's move on.
So-
Let's
right.
let's move on. So track 2.
Track Sinners Like Me. Okay. I like how this one begins. It fades in nicely with a fiddle. It's kind of a storytelling song. It
Yeah,
has
this
great
is a banger.
feel.
This is a good song.
This is more country, I think.
Yeah.
Stylistically, the instrumentation makes this song. The instrument placement is perfect. It adds depth, and there is so much.
It's kind of like an
breathing around.
Irish folk feel too.
Yes, it is. It has an infectious sing along. It's got that almost Irish vibe, and it has a nice sway to it too. Like, you know, like as you're listening to it, it has a sway as it goes along, which a lot of Irish music and
Yeah.
you know, traditional music has that kind of sway. It's kind of these many ups and downs, and I will admit, I am, after listening to these first 2 tracks, I'm becoming a fan. And I love the vocal harmony at the end too.
Yeah.
I thought it was
Yeah.
really cool.
I like the story. I'm a film, as you know, I'm a filmmaker, and I love any
Yeah.
story that tells a and I love any song or any track that tells a story. This tells a very sweet story, and I love it. What would you give it?
I give it a 9.
Yeah, I give it a 9 too. I think it's a banger. All right, let's move on to the last
How
track
about
of this
you?
episode.
How about you?
Yeah.
Yes. How about you? This song is totally my jam.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
the feel. The banjo is so great. This is coming from a guy that doesn't listen to country, but I respect what is going on in this music. The vocal delivery is brilliant. The only complaint I have is that it starts moving. It sounds, once it gets going, it sounds too produced.
Yes,
It almost
I
drops
agree.
off.
I
It
agree.
almost goes like you're expecting it to be vibrant, and instead of being vibrant, it kind of dies.
Yeah.
It gets buried.
Yeah.
And it leaves me wanting more. I mean, if in terms of if this was a rock song, it would be more in your face. That chorus would be in your face. But with this, they kind of like dummied it down almost.
Yeah, I agree.
And to me, that's in a lot of ways how country fails to me a lot, is because they keep it safe.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's why I stray away from it. Because sometimes there just isn't enough attitude to fill my need for rebelling and kind of sticking it to the man, where rock music has always been that rebellious type of music.
Yeah.
And when I hear something like this, it disappointed me a little bit, because I thought this could really go in the way I want it to, and it didn't.
Right.
But it doesn't mean
right.
I don't think it's a great song.
For sure. I agree with you. 100%. Not much more I can add there. What would you give it?
It still gets a 9.
Yeah,
Still great.
It gets, for
It's
me,
a
it
great
gets
song.
a 7.5. It gets a 7.5.
It's a great song. I'm liking this album so far.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that the rest of it stays on this course.
Wait till we get to drink a little drink, smoke a little smoke. You're gonna,
I know.
love it. Yeah.
I know that song.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's a good song, actually. That's a very good song.
Yeah. All right. So,
See his appeal.
yeah. So, guys, we want to know what you thought of this first episode. Let us know down below in the comment section. And before we go, we have to do caveman growls. So, Sparkles, let's do it.
We have 4.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Bernard A-Bot.
Bernard A-Bomb. From me to you.
A-Bot.
Oh, Bernard A-Bot. From us to you, you got a great big bad caveman.
And son.
And son.
Supremo Edward Agraville.
What? Supremo?
Supremo Edward Agraville.
Whatever she said.
Supremo
Edward
A. Gravel.
Gravel. So from us to you, Supremo. Oh, that's like a deity. Should I bow, Supremo? That the dealio? You let me know what I should do. So Supremo, from us to you, my friend, you got a great big bad table. And son.
Terry Blankley.
Terry Blankley, from us to you, you got a great big bad table. And son.
And last but not least, Chris Acre.
Chris Acre. I like that name, Chris. You can't go wrong with that name. I think it's pretty good. It's a handsome name right there. Not, From us to you, you got a great big bad caveman. And son. And don't forget, guys, if you missed this episode, just give it a little bit and it'll be up on our YouTube channel. We're gonna put links on the weekend to the channel, so you guys can always subscribe. Please help out the channel. We appreciate you very much. And until we see each other again, my friends, it's tomorrow for the penultimate episode of Storytime Pokemon Ash's Tale 14+. Take care, be safe, be well, and we love you all! 20 million thousand plus. And pour some sugar on me, baby. Take us home, Sparkles.
Stacks of vinyl like stories untold.